Hey everyone, so welcome back to At Home with Sue. Sorry I haven't been around, but it's life. Been kind of in the dumps lately, and I just need time off. Anyway, look at this thing. I have a new toy. I bought one of these for my oldest daughter for Christmas, and she loved it. So, of course, I had to go out and get one for myself. Now, I bought this for myself. I'm not getting paid to use this for anybody other than myself. Today in this big bad boy, we are going to make the chocolate chip skillet cookie, okay? So what we need to do first is come over here and plug it in, okay? It says Foodi right on it. Now my counters, the way they're all set up and, you know, they're all open. Anyway, there's no cabinet space here, so this sucker goes on the stove. But anyway, back to the Foodi. The book says use, what is it, 8-inch pan. There's an 8-inch accessory pan you can get for this thing, but we're going to use a springform pan, which will be placed right in the bucket of the Foodi. This is, like I said, measures out 9 inches. Springform. I figure the cookie will fit right in the bottom. Sorry if I'm out of frame a lot. I'm going to be putting you back on the tripod real quick. Got a new setup here going on, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, back to bacon. So let's come back over to my table. Phone's chirping over there. Take a minute and set you back up over the table, and we'll start with the recipe. And oh yeah, first. You need to preheat this Foodi at 325. Oopsie. You're right, Sue, because you're on camera. Now you're not going to use your brains, right? Anyway, all right. First, we're going to First, you need to turn the power on, which is right here, which we did that. Hit the bake roast. Drop your temperature down to 325. Preheat it for 5 minutes. So while that's preheat, I'm just going to leave that at 15. But while that's preheating, we're going to come over to the table and do our mixing of the recipe. So I'm going to pause you and be right back. This is a new camera setup for me. I went out and bought a tripod and a ring light and all that good stuff. Okay, first things first, I'm going to read right from the recipe book that came with the Foodi, and it first calls for 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And it says to do this in a separate bowl. You're going to need 2 bowls. So there's 1 cup, give or take. You need 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. We need a half a teaspoon of baking soda. And you think I would have everything already on the table, but I don't. I'm just winging this tonight because I'm home alone for the weekend, unsupervised. Now I'm making a cookie tonight, but I won't be eating all of it. Probably will have like a little bite, and that's it. So, half teaspoon of baking soda. This is baking soda. Soda. Call for a half of teaspoon of kosher salt. I'm not putting extra salt in it because I'm using salted butter, and there's already 1.9 grams of salt in the 1 stick of butter that it calls for. Yeah, I cheated. I asked Alexa that one. Right, we're preheating. It says, well, it's units preheating. Whisk together flour, baking soda, and salt in a mixing bowl. Yeah. Okay, we're mixed. Right. Okay, in a separate mixing bowl, beat together the butter, sugar, vanilla until creamy. Okay. Put that aside. Bring our other mixing bowl. 1 stick of butter. Remember, it says unsalted butter. You can use unsalted, but like I said, I'm using salted butter because that's all I have in can. And we need 6 tablespoons of granulated sugar. 1, 2, and 6. And we need 6 tablespoons of packed brown sugar. Hold on. Alright, so 6 brown sugars. 1. And we're packing that. 2, 3, and 6. Remember to Ziploc your brown sugar so it doesn't dry out. Over there. Alright, so we got our brown sugar and we need our vanilla. And it's calling for a half teaspoon. Just using the imitation flavored vanilla. Drop that in there. Okay, and we're going to need 1 egg. So, okay, we got to cream everything together. Hold on. Slap your egg in. And we're going to cream all this together. You don't need a hand mixer. You can use it if you want to. This is just a small cookie, so we're not breaking up the high-powered stuff. Okay, everything is all well incorporated and creamed together. Directions say to slowly incorporate your flour. So we're going to do a little bit at a time. And I'm going to grab my spatula. And I'm just going to mix that in together. With the remainder of the flour. Sometimes mixing with a fork is much better than the spatula. I'm going to use the spatula to fold in the chocolate chips though. Okay, back to the spatula. There's 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and I happen to have 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips here. Maybe a little bit over, so we're just gonna 1 cup. Eyeball that. Fold it in, mix it. Make sure everything is scraped off the bottom of your mixing bowl and mixed together. So the batter's good, by the way. Raw. Don't eat raw cookie dough. It's not good for you. Now you can either use butter, softened butter, to grease up your pan. I'm using a cooking spray. Because it says generously grease the bottom of the Ninja multi-purpose pan or an 8-inch baking pan, but a 9-inch springform pan will fit into the Ninja. My Ninja just got done preheating. Hold on. Okay, so where was I saying? I was a 9-inch springform pan will fit into the Ninja. Okay, so once everything is incorporated, it says make sure not to overmix it, so don't overmix it. Take all of your cookie dough. Now I haven't made this in the Ninja Foodi yet, so we're all doing this together. A spoon first, and if this doesn't work, I'm just going to get my fingers in there and spread this all out. I did wash my hands before we started, and I just sprayed a little bit of cooking spray on my fingers just so it doesn't stick. That all on the bottom of the springform pan. Okay, that's good. That's all gonna disperse in the Ninja. So let me just wash my hands real quick again. Okay, now this says, let me set you back up over there, and we'll continue over there. Hold on. Okay. The Ninja Foodi has been preheating for about a good 10 minutes. So this is a good 325. Plop your springform pan in there. Set your timer for 23 minutes, it says. Let me take you off. Whoops. Let me see. Like I said, this is no camera setup. I hate it. I can't see with this phone. Okay, we're at 23 minutes. I just adjusted the timer from there. Okay, so we will be back in 23 minutes, and we'll let that cook. It's already starting to cook. Look at that. Okay. All right. So, see you in a few. Okay. So this just ended. Okay. So this is done. Let's take a quick peek. Okay, that's brown. See how nice and brown that is? No, you don't, because you can't see because the light's not on. Okay. We have a nice brown cookie in there. Let me see. I hate, like I said, new setup. Okay. See? Yep, yeah, okay. Now, I'm just going to close this lid for a couple of minutes just to have it residually, the heat, cook the rest of that cookie just to make sure that it's done, so we'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I'm going to lift that pan right out of the Ninja. I lifted the whole entire bucket out of the Ninja, and we're just gonna, oh shit, that's not done, but it is sliding out. Okay, how that definitely needs to be cooked more, okay? But the thing is, see how top is getting really brown? I'm gonna throw this back in. I see how that's not done, but it did move. That's okay. We're gonna fix that. It's gonna bake up anyway. So let's put this on the bake. Shut the lid. Bake, roast. Because I don't want that top getting any more browner, I'm gonna try to prevent that from happening. So I'm gonna finish baking this up for another 10 minutes at 300 degrees. And hopefully that top is not gonna get too much browner. I really don't want a crunchy cookie. So this might work and it might not. Conventional oven might be the way to go with cookies. We'll see. Be right back. Okie dokie. So that's done. It went to off, and so now we're going to take a peek at this, see what it looks like. Hopefully it's not burnt to a crisp in there. So I did the totals while it was cooking. We did 10 minutes. First I preheated it at 325 for 15 minutes because I had to mix everything and we prepped all that. So it was preheating when I did that. We cooked that and it was starting to turn brown, right? It was getting a little crunchy looking. So figured back down the heat and we cooked it for 5 more minutes at 300. And me thinking, well, yeah, it's going to be done because it's a small vessel, right? Took out the pot and went to slide out the cookie and it was still doughy, right? So hopefully now, I mean, it still looks pretty loose in there. Let me grab a knife to see if it's done. Hold on. So here's a little trick you do with baking cakes and everything. Oh, it looks done. But you know what? We'll find out, right? I don't think I'm going to do this. I mean, this is, I think it'll be a good idea just for a quick snack, right? So let's transfer that over there. Put you guys over here. So yeah, back to my new camera setup. I got one of the old cell phones out with the tripod. This tripod sucks. It's really cheap. It's very small, flimsy. Ugh, don't like it. It's like a balancing act, right? All right, so let's get this cookie out of here. Yeah, this cookie would have been a hockey puck if we followed the directions. So it's not bad. I don't hate it, but it did shift. Let's unspring it. It's probably about the only good thing. I'm gonna get a smaller one of these to fit better in that pan. So my thoughts on this Ninja Foodi skillet cookie. It's a no from me. Yeah, I can put it back in there and cook. Yeah, that's a no. That's a fail. Would not do it again. Would not. Simply because this is, and that recipe sucks. So yeah, do I like it? Overall, I like the Foodi. I've made some good recipes in it so far. Dinners, bacon, cookies, no. No. I mean, it's edible. It's not great. My other cookie recipe is much better than this. I'll link the recipe to that. But don't make it in here. It's not good. If you want to serve it to your husband or kids, go for it, but no. And just no. Alright. So, that's the Ninja Foodi. It's not a tutorial. It's not a recipe I recommend. It's not my own. It's out of the book. Following somewhat their directions, but as far as cookie go, no. But we can play around with it. Maybe I can try my recipe in it and see how it works and see if I can tweak it so it does work. So yeah. So if you like this video, and if you're new to my channel, you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Stick around. Who knows what else I can make with this thing that's going to come out of the field. We'll try a lot more recipes out of that book and see what happens. How's that? All right, guys. Take care. Bye.